Hey, this isn't another trading tutorial. This is a story. It's the story of how I came dangerously close to losing absolutely everything, and how, in that process, I stumbled upon the way real professionals actually trade. And I'm not talking about some secret strategy or a magic indicator. I'm talking about getting access to a private world, a world you're not really supposed to see. At the beginning, my journey probably looked a lot like yours. I was just like everyone else, desperately trying to make it work. I was copying signals from everywhere, hopping between countless Telegram groups, all of them filled with flashy screenshots of green P&L. It looked so easy, but my reality was different. I'd open a trade and it would immediately turn red. I'd switch up my strategy, thinking I'd found the problem, but the result was the same, still red. I went through account after account, 1, 2, 5. I even started naming them after car brands for some reason. There was Plymouth Trade, Buick, Fisker, Pontiac, McCann. Some of them got completely wiped out, gone, but others I managed to bring back from the brink. The Buick account, it came back to do plus 190%. The Fisker account, which I later renamed to Alfa Romeo, clawed its way back to plus 170%. We'll get to exactly how that happened in a bit. The real turning point, the moment everything changed, was when I finally got access to a private paid Telegram group. It was completely different from anything I'd seen before. It was quiet, there was no hype, no rocket emojis, no memes. It was just professional, clean signals. And the most shocking part, when they didn't trade, they just didn't trade. They would sit on the sidelines, completely inactive, for days, sometimes even for weeks. They only made a move when it truly mattered. That's when I understood. They weren't gambling, they were waiting for high probability setups. So, I decided to start copying them. But this time, I was going to be smart about it. I was incredibly careful. I used API-only connections, which means the trades were executed automatically without me having to be at the screen. Absolutely no leverage. I wasn't there to gamble anymore. I was using smart bots to execute the strategy precisely. For the first 2 weeks, absolutely nothing happened. The bots were silent. My accounts were flat. I started to wonder if I'd made a mistake. But then, the market shifted. The conditions aligned with their strategy. And I saw it happen. It wasn't the moonshots and 100x gains promised in the free groups. It was real, consistent, and steady profit, the kind that actually builds an account over time. But even with this new approach, I made one critical mistake. It was with an account I called Plymouth Ultra on the OKX exchange. That account barely survived. Here's what happened. I had increased the deposit in the account, adding more capital to trade with, but I completely forgot to adjust the bot settings to account for the larger size. So, when a sudden market dump came, the bot started buying, just as it was programmed to do. But because the settings were still configured for a smaller account, it bought lightly. It was cautious. That single forgotten detail is the only reason the account stayed alive. It's still in a drawdown, fighting its way back, but it's not dead. And that taught me the most valuable lesson of all. One missed detail, one small oversight, and you are done. Your entire account can be wiped out in an instant. This near disaster forced me to get even more systematic. I realized I needed to diversify not just my assets, but my strategies and risk levels. So, I started testing different setups, each with a specific purpose. I created a moderate risk API setup, which was the old Mackin account, now renamed Alfa Romeo. This is for steady, reliable growth. Then, there's the high risk API setup. That's the Buick account. This one takes on more aggressive trades with the potential for higher returns, but also higher risk. And then there's what I call rescue mode. It's a test account with crazy high leverage. I set this up because people in my community kept asking me for higher risk bots. They were desperate to recover their losses quickly. They wanted a magic bullet. But the question is, should they even be using them? Is that the right way to think about recovery? This led me down another rabbit hole. I thought about adding stop losses to my bots. It sounds logical, right? It's what every beginner tutorial tells you to do. Set a stop loss to protect your capital. But is that really true? I decided to test it. I backtested strategies with and without stop losses over and over again, across different market conditions. The results were shocking. In this particular style of grid trading, stops kill profits. They don't protect you in the way you think they do. More often than not, they just lock in your losses right before the market turns around. The bot gets stopped out at the bottom, and you miss the entire recovery. Okay, so what about spot trading? Isn't that safer? Yes, I've got bots running on spot too. I've tested it thoroughly. And the returns? You're looking at maybe 10 to 20% per year. And that's before you account for trading fees. Honestly, with those kinds of returns and the effort involved, you're probably better off just buying and holding Bitcoin or Ethereum and walking away for a few years. What about futures trading but without leverage? I've been there too. It seems safe, but all it takes is one bad coin, one project that goes to zero, and your whole portfolio can take a massive hit. Even that isn't as safe as it sounds. So, after all this testing, all these blown accounts, and all these hard-won lessons, here's the real question. What should you do next? As I see it, you have three options. Option 1, you rage quit. You throw your hands up, declare that all of crypto is a scam, and walk away forever, probably at a significant loss. Option 2, you restart. You fund a new account and do the exact same things you did before, hoping for a different result. That's the definition of insanity. Or there's option 3, you restart, but with a completely new mindset. You start treating this like a smart casino. You know the odds are tricky, but you can play them to your advantage. You diversify your risk. You use different strategies for different goals. And most importantly, you withdraw your profits regularly. You pay yourself. And guess what? That casino mindset works. Remember those accounts? Buick made a 190% profit. Fisker, now Alfa Romeo, is up 170%. Plymouth Trade is up 50%. If this is a casino, I'm learning how to be the house. And that is exactly why I launched this channel. I'm here to pull back the curtain and show you how real, professional traders actually operate. I want to show you how these high-level, private Telegram groups think, what they risk, when they decide to wait, and how they manage to stay profitable, quietly and consistently, while everyone else is chasing hype. I'll be posting new videos regularly, sharing my journey, my tests, and my results. If you want inside access to this world, if you want to stop gambling and start trading with a plan, then hit that subscribe button. And please, drop a like on this video. It helps the channel more than you know, and lets me know you want to see more content like this. Remember the most important rule: profit loves discipline. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.